Guess who's back? We're
Your
back.
mom.
No, not my mom.
That was not nice.
She never went anywhere.
Okay.
That was not nice.
My bad.
Jack.
Why you got to start with a mom joke?
Yeah,
right?
you know what I'm saying? Like, coming back, trying to be cool and shit.
Welcome back. We're back. The Outcasts are here. Yes, unwanted folks. That's the four of
Especially
us.
him.
Yeah.
Especially Tomkat. I'm
Yeah.
beginning to want him less and less. You've got to be the biggest outcast I've ever met, jackass.
Yeah.
This is the show called The Outcast Podcast, where a black man, a white man, a brown man, they walk in, they do a podcast, and ladies and gentlemen, you've arrived.
Which
This
one
is
am
it.
I again?
You are the brown guy.
Oh, okay, cool.
You know,
I got it. Wrong brown. Wrong brown.
that would be you.
Oh.
Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving.
Well.
We did take last week off, and I know Memphis has been off for 3 months. We'll be getting into his trip
Slacker.
as he's been around the world.
Been around the world now, yeah.
Slacker.
You got to stay hydrated these days, and thanks to our friends at Liquid IV, we stay hydrated. We are all out of Liquid IV here at the studio, just to let you guys know.
I know, it sucks.
We love it so much
So I'm
that
salty.
we really killed it over the Thanksgiving holiday. But there is a new supply of it coming in, I hear, and it's a variety pack they said they're sending us. So it's
Nice.
a little bit
bless
of
you
all the flavors. If you want to save on
Just like us.
Liquid IV this holiday season,
Yeah, look at that. I like that.
it's holidays. You know, maybe you want to hook somebody up with some Liquid IV. Go to liquidiv.com. Then at the checkout, use our promo code OUTCAST, and you can save a bunch of money. So that's it.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right.
do it, man.
Use the
That's
code.
awesome.
We're here for yet another episode. Before we get too far into it, we'd like to welcome back Memphis. He's wearing his Tennessee orange.
Go Vols, man.
I heard there was a fight at the Tennessee game.
Yeah,
against
what happened with
Vandy.
that? I saw that on the...
We played.
Were you there?
Vanderbilt.
It was you, wasn't
no,
it?
No,
Did somebody
I
insult
wish-
you?
I wish. I wish I would have got down there and got in the middle of that shit. Hell yeah, I would have. Nah, it was a rivalry game. We played Vanderbilt and
Right.
shit, and they was mad
Violent
because they not necessarily. Only when I need to. When they hit the Vanderbilt's quarterback late, which our guy did do. And so he didn't get flagged for us. So we're like, well, fuck it. We gonna keep going. But we was already kicking their ass, like really kicking their ass. And then the coaches was pissed off. He got a flag. And then the players started wanting to fight. And it became
Let's
a
get it
really
on.
big ass fight.
All right.
It was great. I love that shit.
How about your trip to Europe? Can you
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
us a
How's
little
that?
bit? What was the highlight of the trip? You've been gone for about 3 weeks.
Apparently, it was that volunteers fight going on.
Nah.
What was the highlight of your European trip?
It was so many, man. Probably, I think the funniest of the highlights was we were in Monte Carlo.
Oh.
And, you know, to go to Monte Carlo is his own, Monaco is his own country.
Yeah.
So we were there and we go into this, the Monaco City Yacht Club. And we sitting there and we like, let's get a glass of wine and some shit. But the shit was like hella expensive. That was one thing we did spend a lot of money on, but it was Monte Carlo, so fuck it.
You got to do that.
Yeah, and we bought like $100 bottle of glasses of wine and shit, but it was so fucking good.
I bet
It was great, but it was amazing, man. I
Was it red or white wine?
mine a red wine. I like
Yeah,
red wines.
I like red.
Yeah, just sweet.
Yeah.
Sometimes a white.
No,
is
I like
good.
a Sauvignon Blanc. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
a
No,
blend
someone's-
sometimes.
I actually like a mix of it. They have
Yeah.
one where they mix. Is it I forget what it's called, Moscato and something else, another wine, and it is
Nah,
phenomenal.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know.
It's really good.
But there's this one wine. It's a French wine. It's called Chateauneuf de Poupe. I always missed the last
Shocking
part.
out your poop? What did
No.
you just say?
Yeah, that doesn't sound
I
too
think
you said
tasteful, man.
shock and awe.
Shocking out.
Yeah,
Shocking all your poop.
I can imagine him ordering that at the French restaurant, and they're going,
You can have a bottle of the best shocking out your poop.
In
please,
French,
on my table.
it is called Le Chard.
yeah, what are you saying? I don't understand. Like they all talk like that out there.
No,
In French, please.
no.
You said the French were the worst of them
The
all,
French
right?
are like the meanest, though, out of all the Europeans. The French are the meanest.
Really?
Listen, I got mad love for France. I mean, where we went, Nice was amazing. Didn't really like
What about your
Marseille.
nephew?
Let me ask you a serious question. Does it smell like pee over there? My buddy went over there and said it smelled like pee.
No.
Okay.
No,
Well, I
not-
know New York smells like pee. Like
Well,
a
New
lot,
York
don't worry.
does. Yeah. But no.
Well, my buddy said he went over there. He's like, man, Europe smells like pee.
You know,
Does it?
He's crazy. No,
No,
it does not.
All right.
Not
Not a general odor of
not even like-
urine.
None.
Not general.
None.
Okay.
I
At
think
all.
we have a video ready back in the truck. If we could get the video rolled up, we have Memphis.
They got something
Here's
rolled
some
up.
footage from him. Actually, said he had nothing rolled up while he was over there.
Oh,
Right?
that
that
ain't good.
sucks.
Yeah, they
What?
didn't. It was illegal over there, man.
That's
And I
stupid.
looked-
What about
Wasted trip.
liberal? I thought they were liberal.
Yeah,
Well,
but
that's different.
you know, everything's different.
You don't want to end up like Brittany Grimer.
Griner.
Griner. She's a little
He said
Grimer.
grinder.
That's grinder. That's a different thing altogether, Gentry.
Boom.
Yeah.
So you know what? I did have a couple those little gummies in my bag when we were in Montreal.
Did you go to jail?
Now you're really going to end up
No,
like
and
Brittany
I
Griner.
forgot-
But it's
Oh, there he is.
legal in Canada.
Yeah, but I forgot out, and I gave my wife like, "Yo, I got this in my pocket." She's like, "We got to do that shit before we get to Rome." And I was like, "Yeah, you're right. I think we better do this now."
That sounds fun.
So we had a 7-hour flight, and we were high as a kite,
That
man.
sounds
It was
fun.
great.
They last you that long?
Hell yeah! Plus the booze is free, and
That's
then you
fun.
get you get dinner and stuff because we flew out at like late.
What'd
and
they
then
feed
get
you?
Breakfast. I had this pasta dish. It was actually really good.
Cool.
Shout out to Air Canada. You guys were amazing, man. And I'm not just well, I am saying that, but you guys were freaking great. Fly Air Canada.
You're
if you
amazing,
can.
eh?
Can you set up this clip from your Instagram? So where are you here?
What up, what up? Best
Hang
friend
on,
of
let's
the
see
world,
it.
Memphis, M Champ. Hang with me. We are in Monaco right now. Check this out.
It's nice over there.
Never mind, so I gotta do all this here.
Yeah.
What that amazing view.
Was it cold?
I like the 100
Oh,
thing. What is
chilling.
A
that?
little bit.
So they're 100 year their country. So behind us, not right there, but when like the first part of the video, that they have a casino that's like world famous. It's been in like a couple James Bond films
Nice.
and whatnot. You can go inside the one part of the casino, but then the gambling part you got to pay a little bit to get in there. But yo, that Monaco, that's where like Saudi princes dock their shit.
That's dope.
Or Jerry Jones from the Cowboys is probably not going to win. Let me pull up to his big ass massive vessel. You see shit like that over there.
That's dope.
But it was great. We had just missed Mike Tyson by a day.
Dang. Did it have like that type of a aura? Like,
Yeah, oh,
this is-
yeah.
This is the type of place I want to be.
Yeah.
You can see why they
it-
want to be there.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Look, the view, man, the only place I can say in our country that you can probably get a view similar to that is driving Northern California up or down the coast a little bit. But there,
got some pretty
there
views.
it's like you're looking right out into like the Mediterranean and everything, and it's just like when the sun is kind of like going down a little bit, and it's like a picture. You just standing there, just looking like I'm just like we was listening to Andre 3000, and you just looking out. That shit is just perfect. It's. I see why people pay a lot of money to go over there.
Now,
Sure.
I know you are the ladies' man. On the show, you've told us that you've
I
slept
have.
with
I
women in
have. Yes.
48 of the 50 states, I think, or something.
Comes another gross
yeah.
question.
Yeah,
Is it
Not
48
gross.
of 48 of 50?
The continental
No.
U.S.
Yeah, it's 48.
48 of 50 Memphis has
Yes, I
had
have.
sex with a different woman in 48
I
of the
have.
50 states.
Yes.
I'm
Myself.
wondering now that
Gross.
you're international, you've been international,
Yes, I
where
have,
are the
well.
most beautiful women worldwide?
Ooh,
California girls.
Australia.
Australian, down under. How they
Australia
looking down
and-
under? Pretty good.
You talking about like Aborigine chick?
Those. Ooh, yo, the original, because they still
The-
around.
Yeah, of course they are.
Oh my.
They're original
Imagine-
people.
Imagine the secrets they know of the Kama Sutra from all those years ago.
Listen, when I was there as a young single man, and I went
What
down
they
there,
could, what they could do to your
Totally
junk.
different culture.
and I went down there to meet a young lady, and spent like a few weeks down there with her, and she took me like all over Sydney and Melbourne. We flew to Perth, which is on the west coast of Australia. But the best beaches, in my opinion, are there. 'Cause
I would imagine.
there's
Yeah.
this one beach called Bondi Beach, which is like crazy. And you got Coogee Beach, which is where like people really get like naked. And it's
Coochie
free and
Beach?
it's
You gotta
fun.
imagine it's like a giant island.
Yeah, it's great.
So it's surrounded by probably great beaches.
Say
Yeah.
island like that again.
Island.
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 And South Africa was rad too. Like the women down in South
it like
Africa. are
How's
Epstein
the
Island?
apartheid?
Apartheid was over. This was
Good,
back in
good.
2010.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
But I
That
mean,
was-
there's beautiful women
some
all
bad
over the
shit.
place though. Everywhere I've been, been. You know what I mean?
So Australia is number one. For women.
Australia will be number one though. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's move on to our next topic, which
Oh,
over the
fucking
holiday
hell,
season, I heard from Tomkat, and he says there's a new craze that's happening out there. I've been seeing it too. Marky Mark, every morning, he's prayed up at 3:30 in the morning,
Yes, he
and
is.
he prays up, and then he works out. He goes in his ice bath.
Yes, he
Right.
does.
I've also been seeing Gwyneth Paltrow. She gets in her ice bath,
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa! I haven't seen that one.
and she puts that little candle right next to the. Is that
Is
Gwyneth?
The puss candle.
Yeah, I was saying
Yeah.
that one smell like her.
You're so
vagina.
disgusting.
Yes.
What are you talking about? It smells good.
Now I want to smell it. Now I know it's weird.
Tomkat's girl found him licking hers the other day. Yes.
We're talking
Oh,
about the
gosh.
new craze that has all kinds of health benefits, according to some experts.
I heard about this.
Ice baths.
Yeah.
Tomkat, explain what you've been doing, why you've been doing it, and if you have been getting these results that everyone's going crazy about.
Well, I've only been doing it for a couple weeks, but basically, this is what it sounds like. You just fill up the tub, or you get an ice bath type contraption that they sell, and you put a bunch of ice in it, or you get it down to about 32 degrees or 35 degrees. Some people put it at 40, and then you jump in, ba-doop, and you sit in there for about 6 minutes. Here's me doing it. I apologize. It is terrible. Look how bloated I am. But here's me doing it. This time,
What's going on with your stomach, dude?
Dude, that's me breathing.
I suppose
it's
you're
freezing.
supposed to be submerged.
I'm trying. It's not that. It's in a bathtub, so it's not that much.
You're too wide.
Yeah, this time I didn't fill it up as much as I should have first. I
You
should have put
didn't.
more water in it first and then got in.
Yeah.
But this is a longer video and it's hilarious. Look
Yeah.
at I'm being.
It looks like
I'm
one of them
hyper,
super fast,
You
like.
look like-
it is. I've sped it up. I'm hyperventilating.
That's hilarious.
That was like 6 minutes right there. I'm in there underneath.
So the water is at 40 degrees, you claim. somewhere
no,
around
it should be around. It should be maybe.
Well, if it's coming out
35,
straight out the
40
tub
degrees.
and you just let
I
it
don't
I
think
let
it
all
has
the
to be
ice-
that cold. That athletes
put
do that
going
after
around.
like football games and shit.
Yeah,
It
with the
reduces swelling.
Yeah, we did it in track. We
Sure.
were out to practice a lot. We did, yeah.
That video was horrible.
And now, how does it
Sorry,
feel
guys.
when you first get in? I mean, obviously, it feels freaking cold.
lot of
I would
shrinkage.
imagine.
No, don't run it again.
A lot of shrinkage.
Yes. Oh my God.
gotta
Today,
use that as a
today
clip.
because I wasn't on video, I did it without the shorts on, and boy, I was like, "Where is my penis?"
Yeah, you couldn't even find it. You're like, oh, I'm pretty sure it's a vagina at this point.
Holy cow!
Well, according to doctors, they
shit.
say that ice baths can actually reduce your anxiety. They can enhance your immune system, lesser your muscle soreness, take down
Yeah.
the inflammation,
True.
and also help your skin to be radiant. And I saw a clip on the internet. If we could get that one ready, this is Dana White. He runs the UFC, deals with fighters and guys that kick ass all the time. And listen to what he has to say about
Once you get
ice
into
baths.
cold plunging, it's the most addicting thing ever. I read this thing where they said, people who snort cocaine, it releases dopamine that lasts for like 9 minutes, but a cold plunge lasts like 2 hours.
Oh, that's absolutely true.
Yeah,
Wow.
that is actually true. So when I lived in Orlando, I used to work at this gym called the RDV. That's where the Orlando Magic, their offices are, and their workout facility is fucking crazy. And after you be in there working out, you be hooping, doing whatever, and then you go into the locker rooms, which is like a fucking NBA fucking shit. You go in there, you go take a shower. You got the big ass hot tub. You got the cold plunge, which you spend some time in there, you feel great. Like
Yeah.
you get out of there, you like, what
This
did
damn
I
video.
do today? Like I feel amazing, and it is kind of like a high though. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's like you know how you coming down, but you feel good. That's how you feel coming out of cold plunge.
When I do this one, I didn't get it enough water in, but today I had it all the way up and almost overflowed, and I'm really getting in there. And I promise you, when I get out of it, I do have a lot of energy, especially you go get in the shower, you put on the hot water, and your skin is just like radiant because you went from the freezing cold to the hot water. Boom, boom, boom. Work
You can
out a
give
little
yourself
bit.
a heart
Work
attack.
out a little bit. You could, but it's also making your heart stronger. I feel like
It's like a workout,
because
sure.
I wouldn't do
you're
that too
working your
much.
heart out a little bit.
Yeah,
because
you
you're
are.
stressing it.
Yeah, sure.
You can
it
see I'm
makes sense, yeah.
like hyperventilating.
Yeah,
When you
yeah,
got
yeah.
it, you have to like really focus your breathing because it's cold.
I saw
And then-
that one big DJ, Zed, if you guys have heard of him, Z-E-D-D.
Yeah, Zed.
He says he does it every morning. It's the first thing he does when he wakes up. It takes 4 minutes out of the day, but he doesn't drink coffee, and it's like his caffeine. It wakes him right up. So I've asked for a cold plunge, one of these little tubs for Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Hoping I'll get one. Give it a try, although
yeah.
I'm not really looking forward to it. It's not enjoyable while you're in the water, right? Or the ice.
And for me, I have to go to the store, get the ice, or run the bath, do it. So I have some preparation. So I wish I could just jump in the thing. It would make it much quicker for me and much easier. But I do find I'm having a lot of energy after I do it. I'm like, next thing I know, I'm in, and I don't have any aches and pains. My knee's feeling much better than it was. My knee was hurting. My hand actually feels good.
It didn't seem
and
to.
Also,
I'm just saying
what your body does too.
That's awesome.
Reduces inflammation.
It does. Big
it's
time.
in fight or flight mode too. So because once you shock your body with like that much cold, it's fighting to like keep you warm. So when you in it for as long as you get used to it, because your body's like you found that perfect temperature where you're good, and that's when you can like start healing and shit and all the shit that it said it does, because it does. And your body's just like. It like knows how to fix itself.
Do some CBD before you go in there.
I always hit the weed before I go in there, of course.
I have
I drink a bang, which might
when you
give
get that thing, I'm gonna get in that thing, man. And
You did what?
I think we could all try doing a plunge at some point.
Yeah, I'm with
Raymond's
that.
gonna say no.
Yeah, he gonna punk out. He always punking out.
Fuck you talking about?
All right, so when Gentry get the doggone water,
He's gonna do it, I guess.
the cold plunge, you gonna do the cold
I'll
plunge.
do a cold plunge. I did the ice bucket challenge. I grew up. Listen, no, what I'm trying to say is
Ice bucket challenge ain't shit.
listen, I'm not afraid of cold shit like I grew up north, right off Lake Michigan.
man.
Yeah, thank you.
The ice bucket challenge. That's
Where were you from?
classic.
I'm just saying.
Who
Gary,
nominated
Indiana.
you to do it?
Let's do a shot.
No, it's different. So you got to be in there for like. You
No,
gotta do it for
yeah,
6
I'm down.
minutes.
I'm down to try it. Like I want to try it because I was gonna start thinking because I heard you get the same effect from taking very cold showers.
I heard also that too, and I've been
'Cause I
trying
was gonna-
that as well.
me too. I've
Which
been
I
doing that a
also
little
do
bit.
not really like. But
I
I've
don't.
been doing it and just like wham, putting it really cold, and then just getting it all around my neck and on my head, just to kind of like
Right.
reduce inflammation in my
Sure.
neck and my shoulders and
You
stuff.
know, you know
But
what I
too.
think about cold
I
showers
get
and
under
the
it.
cold plunge? The difference, because like a cold shower is like, you like, I'm just gonna turn the
You
water
can get
up.
out of it.
But with a cold plunge, you got to commit.
You're in there, yeah.
you
No,
gotta
no,
commit to
100%.
it.
I feel what you're
yeah,
saying.
That's why I like the difference.
and it's your
between
whole
the two, yeah.
it's your whole body. When you ice an injury, you're icing you're icing your entire body.
Yeah.
So
Once
think
it
about all the
you know.
shit that we do every day, not knowing little nicks and things like that, and you get in the cold plunge. You like, wow, I didn't know that was going on. Wow, this is great.
You guys are making me go home and jump in my pool.
Now I'm curious, Tomkat, when you get in there, do you get any shrinkage? When you get in
Yeah.
a cold pool, you get
Yeah.
a little
Fucking
guy.
turtle up, buddy.
Nipples get hard. The whole
Turn
nine.
right up there, guys, going right up in there. Pew.
What happens if you stay in there too long? You get like frostbite on your nutsack or something.
That would be.
I was wondering that
unfortunate.
today. Like, is this good for my, my package, my guys down there, like your sperms,
Well, it keeps
or is
the
it
swelling
bad?
down. It's
Yeah,
probably
it
good.
does.
Like, would
It
it make your
refrigerates it.
sperm
Because
count go up or down?
Well, it probably would have to
Freezing
go.
your nads.
It would
It-
probably have to go up something because
Or
maybe
m-
it's still your body being repaired.
Or
so.
keep them fresh.
Yeah, see, there you
See?
go.
Maybe there's no change at all. They don't age at all. They just kind of go
They
into
might be
like
smaller, but they're fresh.
suspended animation. Yeah, they're very
It
fresh.
might
They're
be
fast.
smaller, but they're fast.
They're frozen.
Put that on a
It's just as
t-shirt.
good as fresh.
That's classic. Hey, this is from
That's
the
terrible.
Outcast podcast. People don't be stealing our shit.
Put my babies on ice.
Yeah,
There it
I mean,
is.
No, I heard that definitely, works like especially for ailments and
Yo,
shit.
I just got a picture
Put
of
your
the
package on
t-shirt.
some ice. That'll
Put my babies on ice, some nuts
sit
on the
on-
ice cube.
Oh.
Nuts
I
on
got
the ice cube.
probably good for the prostate too.
To kind of
Got to start
stay
thinking about that.
to kind of
shit.
stay in the same general vicinity right below the belt. Another thing I noticed over the holiday, I was watching more TV than normal, and I noticed every time you turn around, there's a dick pill
Oh yeah.
commercial.
Oh, them chews.
Get
I
your-
see a lot of the chews.
The hymns is what I be seeing.
How's
Like,
my
what the
sound
fuck is
on,
that
Gentry?
hymn?
Hymns, you got. You also have
Blue Chew.
Viagra, which is the big one.
Wow.
Yeah, the OG.
Yeah.
But many great things come with age, like wisdom, experience, and those discounts at the movie theater.
Hell yeah.
Hey, man.
50.
Raymond knows
don't
all
like
about
it?
all
I do.
that.
I
A
do.
Tuesday matinee.
But what about the stuff when you get older that you associate with old age, like wrinkles, health problems, and problems with your peen?
Ugh.
Problems with your penis, because I saw so many penis pill commercials over the holiday. I thought to myself, there has to be something going on in this country. I didn't realize so many guys had trouble with getting their dick hard.
Well, they're eating horribly and
It's all these ugly women out here.
Yeah, well, that too.
Just messing around.
Yeah, have you been downtown lately? No.
So,
You guys are jackasses. That's hilarious. Yeah, no, I think, me personally, I believe it's all about the person's health. I think you can be virile into very late ages as long as you maintain your health.
You said, what did you say?
Virile.
virile.
Viral.
Yeah.
Virile.
I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, did I hear him say that right?
Virile. No, I didn't.
Erect.
I said,
I'm like, all right.
I said it like that on
I
purpose.
got you,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got
yeah.
you.
Well, I do know Al Pacino just birthed a child.
So I'm saying he's
not him
what,
personally. but
120?
Yeah, I was
He's
saying, yeah,
80. I think he's 80 and he planted a seed and it must be still working. That's amazing to me.
He probably had a,
What's
a
amazing
penis
is the young chick
transplant.
who
With a,
smashed him.
Whatever
Think about
works, man.
How old was the girl that he got pregnant?
20 something?
Oh, think
Yeah.
about
She was young
her,
as fuck.
she knew what she was
that's
doing.
the
She like
reverse of
Hell
Dolly
yeah.
Parton
she's
right
like,
there.
"Hey, I'm gonna
She's
put
ensuring her future.
I'm gonna put a future actor in your ass,
Not even.
and he plugged her ass.
He ain't got to be
up.
nothing. And now she's paid.
Goddamn.
She's good.
That's gross.
Well, I started reading up because I was curious. I'm 45 now. So the clock is ticking for how long my penis will be working.
You
Yeah.
You up in nerves.
Look at
and
this.
shit.
Your son must have seen you take a shower.
Yeah, that's. Hey, you see the mushroom growing on the
The
screen.
tip, it's a grower, not a shower. Ramo.
But,
Hey, can we cut those up and eat them?
Growing
they
oyster mushrooms.
so
Is that what she called it?
if you're watching the YouTube,
Day one.
you're seeing the growth that you can get if you get the right pills. But
Nice.
If you have a mushroom for a penis.
what do you guys think the average age is? What is the average age of a male when he starts having erectile dysfunction? And not just on a whiskey dick night. I'm talking about when you can't get it up anymore and you got to go to that blue pill. What do you think the age is, Memphis, if you had to guess?
Oh man, shit. Oh wow. I don't know. I guess I would say 55 or some shit.
55. That's 10 years from now.
Yeah, no.
I know.
We got
you
10
asked
more
me-
years of,
that's that's what number came to my head. 55. Hopefully,
55.
hopefully it's like say let's just say, I'm just 75. There we go. There you go.
That's the age of Arnold Schwarzenegger and
Is this
Sylvester
shit still working?
Stallone.
He put
And I
another-
feel like those guys seem like they're still, putting in work. It seems like to me when I, check those guys out. Not that I know what they're doing.
That's unfortunate.
What about you, Tomkat? How old do you think the number is when you can expect for start having problems down there?
I think some people it happens when they're young,
Sure.
just like balding.
Sure.
Me.
Yeah.
really.
But the wang is great. But I'm just saying, I think 65 overall might be the age in this, for that.
All right.
And I know Ramos seems to think his is going to work forever, the way he's talking.
I hope so. If not, I'll be taking the pill. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, you'll take that pill.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
the
man,
pill.
look, you can walk without shoes on, but they sure as hell make it, a lot easier.
Now, before the pill, they had these pumps and shit that you had to get. Like,
That's
and
weird.
for some people, the pill doesn't work.
how
Wouldn't
does
that
work
hurt your
with a-
dick?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
I
it
know.
Like swell your shit
Well,
up.
health problems,
He
man.
looking
And
like a sweet potato.
that
or some
goes back
shit.
to health, dude. Like, some people just don't have the health for it. And, like, if your prostate gets fucked up, that could really fuck you up. And that could happen at any age.
Yeah, fellas, get your
Especially
prostate
after
checked.
40, like, get that shit checked, man. It's not worth losing it. You lose that, you're done.
Well, the statistics I have here say that nearly 70% of men are affected by ED by the time they turn 70.
Yeah, sure.
70% of men have trouble by the time they turn 70. So I guess we got to start reading about what we can do.
It looks like hymns. Even hymns who
Yeah,
they
hymns,
even
yeah.
have one official site. Get hard when you want to.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Most effective. These are pumps for pumping your peen up.
Well, speaking of hard, it is the holiday season, and it's hard to pay all your bills, buy all the Christmas gifts. It can be stressful for sure. And we have a video, if we could pull the video. This is a video that was sent to me by Memphis. He saw it on the internet. He was moved by this video. And this is a woman talking about her and her husband that they're working hard to pay their bills this holiday season.
Oh.
And they're having trouble.
It's just about to get rude.
I don't think so. I think it's,
No.
it's real talk. Let's
Okay.
go ahead and pull the video up if we could. Roll the tape.
I don't know.
this
TK's
one.
kind of wiping his shoulders off.
This mom of 2 kids can't hold back tears while talking about her bills, despite she and her husband making good money.
We both have good jobs. I'm a nurse. I'm a registered nurse. I work full-time. He works full-time. We just got paid this past Friday, right? We paid the mortgage, bought some groceries, put some gas in the car. Guys, it is Tuesday, and we have like $200 or $300 to last us until next Friday. We don't live in a big house. We live in a little ranch. It's 1,100 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, us and our 2 kids. I make good money. He makes good money. We don't live above our means. I don't know what less than paycheck to paycheck is. What is that?
She seems pretty upset.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
That's rough, sure.
I'm feeling that feeling. I think a lot of Americans are feeling that feeling right now.
They always are.
Yeah, this is nothing new. Holidays, hard times. Now, I will say, it is something new when you talk about how expensive everything is.
Yes,
Everything seems, especially the food.
Yeah.
Food is so freaking expensive.
It is.
Let me just say, I'm a guy that like loves to go to the grocery store and see if I can make it out of there with $20. That's how I like to roll. I like to roll. It's like I'm fucked. I can't do it anymore.
No.
I used to always be able to do it. I'd get a whole meal for myself and maybe some extra little shit and some candy. $20, I'm out the door. Now the $20,
go to Aldi's.
Aldi's is pretty good.
Yeah. Aldi's is what's up.
Yeah. Things are up, man.
They are.
Hopefully they go down. Because I remember when I was in college, I was like, how am I going to ever afford these groceries? Back then, I can't even imagine now.
Or either they go down, or companies that are making millions of dollars and CEOs that are getting paid out their ass,
because that ain't happening,
need to start giving us some more damn money so people can afford to live. It needs to be regulated. I'm sorry, our government needs to get involved. Like, it's bullshit that we have gajillionaire fucking CEOs and people on welfare. Like,
what about rent?
That's the fucking real problem.
Keeping people from putting the rent up so high that people can't
that
pay the
too.
rent.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
It's everything.
It's like the rent keeps going up year after year.
And
my rent every year it goes up. It's like, dude,
when was the last time you got a raise? And when was the last time people got raises? Nobody. It doesn't happen.
Even if, like she said, she's making good money. Even people who are making good money are having trouble. And if we're at the ceiling now, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here?
In this room.
Yeah, right here.
Sure, exactly. People who are doing well off before didn't have much to worry about. Now everyone does. Everyone's like, oh shit, I have $200 to last till the next time I get paid.
That's why I sell dope. No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
Don't self snitch on
That's
yourself.
a joke. Yeah, no, of course I don't.
All jokes aside, that is why a lot of people are selling dope.
Yeah, of course they have been for years, man.
OnlyFans.
It's nothing new.
All these chicks out here on OnlyFans and shit because they getting caught up and they want somebody gonna pay.
The only difference is the parity. The middle class in America is dwindling, and more people are having to resort to other ways of making money, or they're finding ways to make money, and they're sitting nice.
Yeah, I got to go back to pimping and shit, man.
I ain't
want to do that. I left that
and
life alone.
That's what people are always worried about a place where the middle class dwindles, and then the only thing you have left is the haves and the have-nots.
That's it.
And that's the way people always didn't want America to get.
It shouldn't
because once this is a big ass country with a lot of money, and once it gets like that, the amount of people that are suffering is a lot.
You know what I noticed? The one thing I noticed on my travels was like how Europeans live versus how we live, and over there everybody for the most part, unless you're like stupidly wealthy, everybody lives within their means because a lot of their places over there you got to like pretty much put your apartment together because that's what they usually stay in apartments
or
flats and whatnot, and they're not all that big, but you just have enough space for if it's yourself or if you have a kid or two or whatnot. You got enough just space for you, what you need, and all you need.
They all drive little compact
and they
cars.
Drive cars. Everybody rides scooters, or they take the trains and whatnot. Versus here in America, we live way beyond our means.
It's true,
and I'm guilty of it, and that's where we, as a country, we got to get to because we're the last to the table. Like, all right, let's live within our means, and that way we can save more money. Hopefully we can save more money.
And honestly, like, I don't know. I'm just asking the question, but she's making a video on TikTok or something like, is that the brand new iPhone 1500? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because things are like, what, $4,000 now? $8,000 for a damn phone? Like, we need to, I think it's more about prioritizing what you're buying, as well. Like, we're in a time and a place now in America where you really have to be cognizant and concerned about what you're spending your money on.
Right. And I mean, I feel for it, but at the same time, it's like boo hoo, because you're upset because you're broke for paying bills. But think about the people who are broke, they ain't pay their bills.
They can't.
You see what I'm saying? So
at least you got that.
There
you
are
gotta
way
be thankful.
more people out here that's like, okay, cry me a river because
they can't.
I'm trying to rob Peter for Paul and jacking somebody else to try to keep my shit going.
There's a lot of that shit going on.
So especially nowadays, it's a lot of shit going on.
But
so,
it is rough. Like you can't discount what she's saying because
absolutely not.
by and large, Americans are having a hard time making ends meet. You know, it's just way different than it used to be.
Are you guys starting to lean towards Donald Trump now that Biden has ran the country into the ground?
He didn't. Are you crazy? He has nothing to do with it. Jobs are like unemployment
He has nothing
is down.
to do with it. I thought
everything is going up now. He's
Unemployment
making the
is down.
country better. What are you talking about, dude? Get out of your bubble, bro. Like the facts are there. Watch the
We were
numbers.
just crying the
Look at
river. What are you
numbers.
talking
No,
about?
no. Nobody's
I'm voting
crying
for
the
Donald
river.
Trump regardless of what this guy hyperventilates.
Okay, yeah, vote for Donald Trump. That way we can go back in a pandemic and everybody's in their fucking house again. While
he
the
created
economy,
the pandemic.
No,
You
he
are
didn't. He didn't. He
you
did
are
not.
hyperventilating
He did
with
not.
all
He
of
did
this
not.
fucking.
But listen. The fact of the matter is
What
that
is the fact of the
they
matter?
let that
Interest
shit,
rates are
they
high.
let that shit come
Food
in.
prices are high.
It was like that from the pandemic, bro. It's hard to get it back down. Once these greedy ass
We were
corporate
roaring
Americans
before the pandemic.
No, we were not.
We were roaring.
No,
Check
we were,
the
okay,
numbers.
Oh, yes,
and tell
we
me
were.
why
Do
the
your
fuck.
research.
Tell me why the fuck people were getting laid off left and right before the pandemic.
No, they
Tell me.
weren't.
Bullshit. I was one of them. See, you just don't know, bro. You got your
No.
head in the closet, dude. You don't know what you're looking at. You're
just
buying
going on
into
and
bullshit, dude. I'm telling you, it was going down, and the reason they let that shit hit this country
Well, you
so
got your
fucking
vote
bad.
and you vote.
Okay,
and I
the
got
reason
mine,
they
and I'll
did
vote.
was so that you idiots would think, oh, it was the pandemic. No, our economy was going to shit well before that fucking hit, brother.
I will say this.
Way before.
I will say
I
this.
guess.
I had this is why it's so good to get out of the country sometimes. I'm serious, because you get a chance to have conversations from people from all walks of life, and I'm just having these real conversations with real people from real places. And one question they was always asking me, like, how the fuck did America get Donald Trump? And I was like, because we got some stupid motherfuckers. Right?
No. You got Donald Trump because you guys don't listen. And
No.
you ain't listening now when we're trying to tell you why we would pick Donald Trump. You just call us stupid. And you call us idiots.
But
And you
that
say
is
we ain't
very
real.
stupid and very
No,
idiotic.
we didn't say that.
You just
Because-
said all
We didn't
those
say
three
that.
things. I just
we didn't
sat and
say-
listened to them.
No, what I said is you're not
Real
paying
people from
attention
real
to the
places.
facts, to the truth of everything that's going on.
You are
it's
telling me
believing
that
the
I
hype.
don't understand enough to make my own mind up. And I'm trying to explain to you that's why
I don't
they
think
picked
you
him the
do.
first time.
I don't think. I mean,
That's why.
I know you do all the research, dude, and you do. You're a very smart person, and I know you take this shit, and I understand where you're coming from in all your stances. But what I'm telling you is they don't think like you do. You think
Who's
they
they?
do because they're telling
The
you.
masses.
Yeah, they're telling you. Donald Trump and all them are telling you. Yeah, I think like you. I want to take care of you. But he's full of shit. He ain't looking out for
Again,
your
you're
best
thinking that I
interest.
can't figure it out for myself. But I can.
Well, but there are more people.
I'm waiting.
A lot of people can.
I'm waiting.
Well,
Figure it
what?
out because
To
it's
say- well,
happening.
Yeah, I'm never gonna just me figuring it out doesn't mean me voting for Joe Biden.
No,
or
I don't
not
expect
voting.
you to. I don't know. I
And
may
if
not
Donald
even
Trump
vote for him
isn't
now.
the Republican
He's
nominee,
old.
I'm not voting for him.
Well, here's
Right.
my thing.
I hear you.
Like,
Yeah.
to me,
Obviously,
it's-
because he won't
to me,
be on the ballot. But
to
No,
me,
I
it just
feel you.
sound
No,
like-
100%.
It just sounds like you giving away a vote without actually voting for what you don't know what you're voting
That's
for. You're
wrong.
just voting for.
That
I
is
like
just
it.
wrong.
What is going on?
That's wrong.
I think more people vote for party just because of whatever
Affiliation,
reasons, right
and
or left.
I understand that.
And how you get into trouble, how we've gotten into trouble because a lot of people, they tell you to vote and you just figure I'm just gonna go out there and vote straight down this line or that line
Sure.
instead of knowing the policies. What are you voting for?
And a lot of
You know,
people,
people don't read
I'll
the
tell you what
ballots.
I'm
they
voting
just
for.
don't like the other policies.
I'm voting for
Yeah,
no
you know, I get
no
that.
wars.
I like that.
We
I
didn't,
like
we didn't
that.
have wars. You know, I'd rather not have wars. It seems like we have them now. I would rather not have high interest rates where it's hard to go get a vehicle loan or it's hard to go get a house. I would rather have lower gas prices.
I'm pretty sure we do have
Everybody-
lower
I
glass
think
prices right
everybody
now.
wants that. It don't matter what side you
and for that matter, like I'm pretty sure
They were like
the
$1.99 when
single-
when Joe Biden took office.
Well,
What,
was it,
gas?
$1.99?
Gas. It was under $2.
Interest rates were 2.25%. Now they're 7%.
I'm pretty sure that one particular person isn't entirely responsible for everything that goes on with that. And I'm pretty sure he's done everything he can to try to pad that shit and not make it happen. But we all know what we went through as a country when all this shit went down and what was going on with transportation and getting supplies here and there and all this other bullshit. Like, that's the shit that raised all this, all right?
Well, there's so much
and
more in that
like
too,
I was
you know?
saying, I mean, of course, there's a lot involved. But once these corporations saw that, oh, these motherfuckers can't afford this shit, they kept it there. Okay, that shit was supposed to come back down when America got back to regular. You know what? We're fucking kind of regular now. That shit didn't come back down. You can't blame that on the president. I'm pretty sure he's tried to do all he could with these motherfuckers. But you know what? People in America are greedy as fuck.
Yeah, that's true.
I did want to adjust that.
That's true.
It was $2.39 on January 20th, 2021.
Okay, and
when
right
Biden was
now
inaugurated.
it's at $3. So
$3.76.
with everything that right now it's at $3 in a lot of places in Florida.
He's saying average across the country.
But
Is what
I
Tomkat
remember like
said.
gas,
Sure, but
regardless
it's-
of
you
whoever
can't
was in
blame-
office,
yeah.
the gas was going up and down.
always,
With-
it's always
I
done
remember
that.
back when George Jr. was in office and gas went up like hella
To like
crazy.
$5 one time.
What
And
about the
then-
wars?
But then it came down.
And
then it came
Republicans
down,
always
and then
start
it
wars.
goes
There
up
were
and
no
down.
wars when Donald Trump was in office.
It wasn't because he was in office. It was because a lot of shit was just not as far gone
And
as it is now.
We were pulling out
Look,
of
You
Afghanistan.
just listen to yourself, the stuff that you say. I don't-
So you're telling
I'm
me
just
that a
wondering.
war
You
in
just say
fucking
it.
Israel has something to do with the president of the United States? Nothing. It has nothing to do with us, bro.
Okay.
We shouldn't even be involved.
That's enough. That's
I
enough.
agree with
All right,
that.
let's move on. That's enough.
That's
Yeah.
enough.
That's
All right, on to something else controversial.
I like it.
It takes a lot to disrespect not only one, but two groups of people at one time.
What?
But on Sunday afternoon
Uh-oh.
in Las Vegas, Nevada,
Oh.
a Kansas City Chiefs fan found a way
Oh.
to hate on the black people and the Native American people.
What?
So funny.
That's not what
Yeah,
happened.
At
you
the
got the
same
picture.
time.
It's not, yeah. Do you see? Show the picture. Look.
Okay, the
Boom.
NFL. This is from Deadspin.
Is that a kid?
It is a
It
kid.
is.
All right, let me
These
paint.
people on the internet are ruthless. I just want to say
Pun,
that.
pun intended. Let me paint the picture for the
Oh,
audience.
you dick.
It says here that a Kansas City Chiefs fan. Now he's a kid. I feel bad for this kid. This poor kid. Now his picture's all
Kid's
over.
gonna
the
be
internet.
rich.
Well, you can't tell who he
ain't gonna
is.
be rich.
Oh, yes, he is.
The NFL, according to this article, it says the NFL needs to speak out against the Kansas City Chiefs fan who was dressed in blackface and a native headdress. Now, when you see this photo that we're showing, it looks
I
like
think
a
you're
kid.
right.
He's wearing a Travis Kelce jersey, and he's wearing a full headdress,
Which is pretty badass.
trying to you
That
know,
is nice.
It is nice.
show his love for the Kansas City Chiefs. You know, they do the tomahawk chop there
Hey.
at the Kansas City Chiefs Stadium. And he has his face, what looks like painted black in this photo. Your first thoughts when you see this, Memphis?
Memphis, get him.
What's your thoughts?
They're tricking you, Memphis.
No, the first thing I think is, all right, is his what's the other side of his face?
There you go.
painted Like,
Bingo.
Bingo.
like
Bingo.
what is he? Because
Well, there it is. We're just put it
'cause
up.
I'm like, what is the other side? look
Why
like?
is nobody asking is why this little motherfucker got a cigar in his mouth?
Does he?
Isn't that what's
No.
behind him?
That's the part
This
that
is
makes
a
sense.
cigar. He's got a booger coming out of his
okay,
nose.
that's the
I'm
part.
saying,
I thought I
like,
couldn't
it's a
see
little
from here. It looked
badass
like a
kid.
cigar.
I think it's a feather.
No, it's
in the
cool.
background.
It is a feather. Oh.
Yeah, that's man.
So, the reason I say the kid might have a lawsuit is
Yes,
because
you're
they
right.
put him up there and said
You're right.
he was wearing blackface.
He
now
could
you can
sue. He could
Nah.
sue
Who
the
put
web
that out
people.
there
Yeah,
and using
They-
him for
they did. They-
Yes.
propaganda.
This is a
100%.
sports news outlet called
Yes.
whatever the hell. I forget the name of it.
Dickfaces.com.
And-
Deadspin is the name of
Deadspin
it.
is the name of it.
Deadspin.
And
They're
shit.
done now.
So
Oh,
they,
yeah,
this
hell
kid
yeah.
has got I think quite a defamation lawsuit because they said he's out there in blackface. He's not.
Well,
Everyone
and
wears this on
they-
their face.
well,
Half
they-
of his
no, no,
face
no.
is in blackface. Half of his face
It's
is in
painted red.
redskin
They-
face.
they
not
were
red
playing the
skin
Atlanta
face.
Falcons.
And he has
He
an
was-
Indian headdress on, for God's sake.
He was wearing the war paint of the other team, like kind of like we're coming after you.
Well,
It's
they're
kind of like
playing-
a
they're-
symbol.
They're playing the Raiders, and they were on
oh,
the road.
down the right. Oh, I thought they were.
So it's the Kansas City Chiefs color. See
Yeah,
the
he's
black
the
and the red
Chiefs.
right there?
Yeah.
oh, it
Kansas
is. Okay,
City.
yeah.
It's on the KC on his little
Yeah, he's
necklace.
a Chief fan.
So
I thought he was playing
what is
Atlanta.
it? Let's go around the room, everybody, and in like 60 seconds, give me your take on this Memphis. When you see this, are you offended? Should he not show up at a game like this?
No, leave him alone. He didn't do nothing wrong. They just tried to spin it to make it seem like he did. Try to start some shit. Nah.
Now, what about you, Ramo? You offended in any way?
Not in the least bit. I mean, outside of from the cigar in his mouth. No, I'm kidding. I couldn't
Well,
see.
he needed
I
that
had to
cigar
look
in his
behind me.
mouth now.
Yeah. No, there was absolutely nothing wrong with that. Like I said, it's considered war paint. You know, he wore his colors. They're playing a football game. You know how many other idiots you see out there wearing different costumes, and it's the same shit. Like, no, he's just having fun.
What about you, Tomkat? Offended at all, or you think this kid should be scolded for what he did?
No, of course not. And I'm glad these guys are taking those positions that they're taking, because I think it stinks that there are people like the people at Deadspin that would do that to a kid, and I
Yeah.
hope that kid gets their ass. But I do think it's great that most people see this for what it is. It's a non-story. Everybody wears paint to football games. And just don't paint the other side, kid.
Also,
Just don't do it.
Well, and there's a certain way to not do it too. Like
I can't speak on behalf of any of the indigenous people,
right
in in this country.
I'm not speaking in that context.
but I do know that I guess it offends some of the Native Americans.
Some, yeah, it does.
But let me say this, it doesn't offend some, because there is a Native American group right now that is petitioning the Washington Commanders to change their name back to the Washington Redskins because they feel like they're lacking representation now.
In the country.
Right.
And I got to be honest with you,
I can understand that.
I had a lot of friends growing up that were from Cleveland, and I always, for whatever reason, loved that Chief Wahoo logo. I still
the
have
Indians.
a Cleveland Indians hat
Yeah.
with the Chief Wahoo logo. I love that movie that came out in the late 80s.
Yes.
Major League.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
that
Charlie
was dope.
Sheen.
Uh-huh.
Wesley Snipes.
Snipes.
What a great movie.
That
Bob
was.
Uecker, and he on your
Bob
death
Uecker,
list?
yeah.
Bob Uecker is on my death list.
Just a bit outside.
So far, we've made it through the whole year. Almost. We have one more month to go, and no one on our death list has died so
Let's
far.
keep
So
that. Let's keep that
keep it
going.
alive. Keep it
Damn
alive.
TK.
Yeah,
this
I know.
game.
Although
He's
I am
such
going to
an
try to win for next year, 2024. I have my eyes on a couple of old folks.
He's such an
messed
asshole.
up.
We are not doing that again.
Yes, we are.
He already
No, we're not.
pre-planning. Golly, dog. You ain't shit, Gentry. That's messed up.
It is very sad as we look at the kid. He's just a kid, and he probably didn't come up with the idea. His parents probably did. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he came up with the idea.
Sure.
But I don't
Maybe he
see.
saw it on TikTok.
I don't see any disrespect at all. I don't see any disrespect in the Chief Wahoo logo that the Indians used to wear. I always thought that they were paying homage to Native Americans when they were called the Cleveland Indians.
Yeah, well, some Native Americans like it. Some of them don't.
Well, and that's just it. It's all about perspective. I believe. And unfortunately, some people found it offensive, and, that's their prerogative to do such. That doesn't mean everybody has to be offended by it. Like, you have reasons for not liking something that other people like. And I think that's a lot of the problem with what's going on in today's world is, why are you so concerned about what another motherfucker thinks or feels? Like,
Especially if it's not hurting anyone.
right. If that bothers you, okay, well, that bothers you. Yeah, I feel for you, man. I'm sorry. Do what you think you need to do to
Well-
make that shit better. But I'm not going to join that fight because for me, it's not an issue.
Now, should they come after the
it's none of my
Blackhawks?
business.
I know me and Ramo are big fans of the Chicago
We
Blackhawks.
are?
If we can pull their logo up, we just had it on the screen. To me, Blackhawks seems like it's in the same lane. Why would they be able to have their logo? It's the one in the bottom right.
Because
If you're watching us.
whatever tribe from around that way
Right.
don't have a problem. Because you got to think all Native Americans are all different tribes. So
Right.
wherever those teams sit or whatever, those personal tribes can come out and be like, we
It's
ain't
okay,
feeling
we can-
that. We
right.
like it or we don't like it. And somehow we need to benefit off of it.
And I think maybe that's probably the thought process in the ones that they have already, quote unquote, canceled. You got to think like the Wahoo guy. It was the Cleveland Indians. It wasn't a specific tribe of, Native American. The chiefs are not either, but it's a specific rank of,
It's the head.
set right.
Right.
And
he's the chief.
what was the other one? There was another one.
We have the Seminoles, the college football
well,
Seminoles.
see, and they're cool because that's an actual. That's the Florida, the tribe of Florida is the Seminole tribe. They're probably okay with it. They're probably involved in the school.
The state pays them like whatever the hell they want.
Yeah, buku money with all
And
the casinos.
they do the ho.
They do that
Right.
at the Chiefs games too.
Right. See, and that's maybe
But
where
these tribes,
they're
though, they're two different tribes.
the confrontation
Is
or the
that bad?
conflict comes with the Chiefs is that it's not a specific tribe.
We're gonna have to get a Native American.
What about Tribe Called Quest?
I'm part Native American.
Their tribe.
All right, it's now time to.
I don't know of a Quest football team.
It's time for Tomkat's not so good news, being presented by BetterHelp. I know it's holiday season; things can get stressful. You got a lot of gifts that you got to buy. We heard from this woman who said she can barely pay her bills. Sometimes when the stress level gets too high, why not get some therapy, talk it out, and you can save 10% on your first month if you go to BetterHelp.com/Outcast. Tomkat, what's happening in your not so good news
Let's
today?
do the news. It's November 29th, 2023. Getting close to the holidays here. On this day back in 1877, U.S. inventor Thomas Edison, who actually has his winter home here in Fort Myers, demonstrates his hand-cranked phonograph for the first time.
That's awesome.
On this day back in 1877.
DJ.
And we just did our vinyl podcast right before this to see
So
how we
dope.
mesh it all up.
I love it.
Back all the way back in 1951, the very first underground atomic explosion was tested at the Frenchman Flat in Nevada.
Oh yeah.
Very first atomic explosion
Is
on
that
this
the one
day
where
back
it
in
was like
1951.
they saw the
The mushroom
footage where it
cloud.
just blew
Yes.
up from the ground.
Yeah, in the ground.
Yeah, and then the
okay.
guy who made the bomb had something. He said something
Oppenheimer.
like, it like freaked him the
Now
fuck
I
out. He was
am
like,
Death the
he is-
Destroyer of Worlds.
Yeah. He like hated himself for doing it.
So I need to watch Oppenheimer then, huh?
It's a
Yep.
great movie.
And then Barbie, I guess, too. 'cause
Oh,
that's how
fuck
they
you.
did it.
I like it.
I heard they making a part 2 and you getting the lead.
Hey,
Oh, jeez.
he's Ken. Ken too.
Can't do it.
Oh, I like it.
All right, today is National Chadwick Boseman Day. You know who that is?
No.
All right.
That
Black
is
Panther.
the Black Panther.
Okay. Okay.
Right?
Yes. Okay.
It was his birthday today. He was born in
Wakanda forever,
1976. He died in 2020, and he died of an aggressive cancer.
Oh, sad.
And
It
he was
was.
working on the set of Black Panther, and nobody even knew he had cancer. And then he died without telling anybody. But he was awesome, and that movie's awesome. So National Chadwick Boseman Day. Go watch Black Panther today.
Happy
It's a great
birthday.
movie. Howie Mandel, 68 years old today. Bald ass.
Germaphobe.
He's dirty.
He
He's
is
a dirty,
germaphobe,
dirty
and he is
man.
bald.
Chasing Heidi
comedy's
Klum around.
raunchy.
Why
Yeah,
you call
yeah.
him a dirty man? Wow, what's wrong? What'd he do?
You never heard?
No.
Oh man, that guy's he's out of control.
The Game is 44 today.
Oh,
All right,
cool.
homie. What's up, homie?
You little
Yep.
young kid. All right.
He's a real one.
He is.
The Israel-Hamas war has, of course, been raging, but we have been in the 6th day of truce
And you could thank our president for that.
as negotiators seek an extension. And you've been seeing them release lots of hostages.
They have.
Over 100 hostages, I believe, over the past
Hopefully
weekend.
they can keep it going.
Qatar is saying they're very optimistic about an extension between the truce between
Cool.
Israel and
Good.
Hamas. So
Good.
hopefully they keep the peace going.
Yes.
We got the delivery robots are under attack in San Fran.
What?
I like it.
Popularity of remote food delivery skyrocketed during the COVID-19 pandemic, and the trend has continued to the help of businesses thrive years later. Unfortunately, some of the autonomous delivery vehicles are taking a beating, with several viral videos showing people kicking the robots over and even stealing the products inside. They're
People are
jacking
dicks.
the bots.
Jack in the bots.
Jacking the bots.
Oh,
And
because
they,
yeah.
hey, they better do it while they can, because the robots aren't going to be like that for long. Soon they're going to be
Self-defending.
self-defending robots.
That's pretty dope.
That's also very
Could you imagine a
fucking
robot
scary.
get the fuck away before I blast your
Back
ass?
up, I guard the Cheetos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Delivering these Cheetos.
We just one step closer to Skynet. Keep going.
Yep.
Hmm.
This is a bad story. This is 3 Palestinian college students who were shot
Heard
on a
about
walk
that.
in Vermont.
That sucks.
Gunfire was unleashed Saturday when the trio of 20-year-olds, all wearing the Palestinian scarves known as kiffas, as they were out for a walk in Burlington, chatting as they often did in English and Arabic, were fired upon by a guy. They said the childhood friends had gone for a walk in Vermont, Thanksgiving holiday, hosted by Aratwani's uncle, Rich Price. After a birthday party, Price's 8-year-old twin son, they decided to take a stroll around the block. That's when the gunman fired, striking all three, the police chief said. They got the guy. He is, obviously, he's
in jail. Yeah,
He's in jail.
Sure.
And, he's a white dude.
Well, there's just there's a lot of people that take shit
all
to
white
heart,
dudes
man.
roll their eyes.
No, yeah, they do. They should, and they should do, because it has nothing to do with his race. It's just some people just don't have the mindset to deal with that shit, and it gets too much of them. It's
Dolly
sad.
Parton. There's a story about Dolly Parton. Proves she's still a rock star, scoring her biggest success at 77 years old. 9 to 5 Singer's latest album is #1 on 6 different Billboard charts. We
That's what's up.
did
That's
her album
awesome.
this week, so I figured I'd
Yeah,
mention that.
That's an album too called Rockstar, where she did duets with like Stevie Nicks, with Elton John, with Miley Cyrus, who she's her godmother.
Yep.
And we just saw her at the halftime show for the Dallas Cowboys. Did you guys saw that, right?
Dressed
did.
up like a
I
cheerleader,
saw the
looking like
picture.
She
looking like
also,
the neighborhood
She also-
hussy.
He said looking like
she
half a
was at
snack.
she was at
Half
the Tennessee
indeed.
Georgia game too. She sang Rocky Top at the Tennessee Georgia game.
Rocky
That's dope.
Top indeed. You know what I'm
She's
saying?
get to that Rocky Top.
I'll tell you what.
She's 77 years old, and I thought she looked pretty damn good
She
for
looks great.
77.
She
yeah.
does.
Hell yeah.
You
What,
chubbed up.
what I thought was funny was I saw one guy say, I watched that halftime show. I thought maybe that was a cheerleader that they brought back from the last time the
That's
Cowboys
hilarious.
won a Super Bowl.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Dak Prescott's not laughing.
and Dak Prescott's playing pretty damn good.
Yeah,
and
he
that
is.
was my Super Bowl pick this year was
Yeah,
them
you would pick
Cowboys.
the damn Cowboys.
They ain't
Y'all
doing
gonna
nothing,
crash
dude.
and burn.
Come on, they beat up on teams, mediocre teams, dude. When they
Who
play
the
good teams,
Cowboys
they
play
get
next
they
anyway?
don't do so well.
When the Cowboys playing the Eagles again?
I'm not sure when they play the Eagles.
Yeah,
again.
what's they
It's coming up,
What's their next 2 games? Can we?
and it's in
can we
Philly
have
this
the guys
time
in the
too. I
back look
think.
it up real quick. What
I
the
can look it up
Cowboys? What's the
fairly
next 2
quickly.
games? Yeah, who
They've
they
only
playing?
really beaten teams with bad records.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
so you don't get no props for that. You supposed to kick their
Yeah,
ass.
yeah. They're a good
You
team.
don't
They
get-
got a
you don't
lot
get
of
a
talent.
gold star for
Dallas is a good team. There's no doubt about that.
Their next 2 games are at home, and they're both primetime games, and they play the Seahawks next.
That's
and
a win.
Then they play the Eagles.
Oh, okay.
That's-
That's the one.
That's tough.
Then
That's
they're
the one.
At the Dolphins.
That's
Oh,
tough.
that's a
and
good
and
one.
at the Bills. They're going to be at the Dolphins.
They might be
on,
able to beat the Bills.
I
The
don't
Bills
know.
are sucking it up this
I
year.
don't know if they might be able to beat
Through
the
a
Bills.
straw.
They
I don't know.
are.
They might beat the Bills. Might beat them if they playing in Buffalo.
Let's go Cowboys.
Yeah, they got to go to Buffalo.
No. Let's
think
go
I picked
Chiefs because that's who I
Buffalo, man.
picked, and I need
yeah. I picked
200
Buffalo.
bucks.
They're
You
not
picked
doing
the Chiefs.
good.
I picked,
I picked
the
the
Chiefs.
Chiefs. I did.
Did you?
To go back
Yes.
to the tape.
He did.
Who
I
did
have it
pick?
written
did.
down right
Yeah.
here.
Oh,
He
no,
did.
You're right. You did. I picked the 49ers. That's right.
Yeah.
I did.
I picked
That-
the
good pick,
Alabama for college.
College, I
Alabama.
picked Georgia.
Michigan.
Yeah.
Michigan's right there.
I said LSU and
Yeah, that didn't work
it
out.
didn't work out.
And
didn't
then as
age
far as
well.
my fantasy, that is just a
should've
tragedy.
stuck with
That's
my
just
balls.
You just
terrible.
beat Ramo though.
You
this
kicked
past
my
week.
ass this week, bro.
He doesn't even know though because he
Yeah.
doesn't look at it.
Yeah.
Oh, I've
no,
looked
you
at it.
did.
I knew that.
So you got to pay attention.
You didn't know
Take
that.
that. Fucking take that, Ramo.
There you go.
All right, if
That's
you
how
can't,
you do
if
it.
you can't be good, be good at it.
agree.
That's
We are
what's
the
up.
Outcast podcast,
That's
and
great.
we're happy to be back. Happy holidays, everybody. Have a safe and happy holiday season. We'll be back next week, God's willing. Thanks for listening.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace out.
You guys got any final thoughts for the show?
Ah, come on!
Another video.
No boners.
Jeez.
Why did you have the water
look
like
so
running on your balls?
uncomfortable?
I don't know. That was one of the first times I did it. I should have turned it off, and I was hoping to like get more water in there. What I
Maybe
didn't
that's why
realize-
your stomach
you-
was jumping like
you
that.
got to fill it up. Oh, my stomach's jumping because it's freezing and I'm breathing.
smacking
Like
your balls with
it's on
ice cold water.
He's like, I
It's a
can give
time
you
lapse.
What's,
Time lapse.
what's that little mushroom down there?
He's
What
like,
is
I
it?
better not pee.
Shiitake.
He's like,
We'll be back next week.
That's gourmet, man.
I better not pee in this water.
This is terrible.
Some bird dogs there.
What if you peed on yourself, man?
Chuck Berry.